we're only gonna eat frozen foods for 24 hours. What is up, people? Mr. Hobo checking in, but welcome back to another video, a slightly more entertainment one today because I just want to switch up my routine. I am going crazy here. So yes, we're only going to eat frozen food for 24 hours. So yeah, we've just finished working out, so let's flash back to that. And boom, there we go. Another successful home workout. Quite a whopper actually. Again, just dumbbells and this bad boy. And you know what? I'm keeping it real, fam. At this stage, I'm getting very pissed off. I'm sure you are too, but still ticking the boxes. If you don't have access to a gym, it's not an excuse just to turn into a complete Michelin man. Like, even I was a bit skeptical that I'd ever be able to get a good workout here, but 2 dumbbells, a few benches, and then down here, like, things like I've been focusing more on stretching and mobility work and like lacrosse bowling. And then of course my 10k runs. We do like a 10 to 12k run every single day, and then depending on the day it's like a bro split. We do like a 10 by 10 or a 10 by 20 or a 10 by 30 of a major compound, and that is sort of the strength and conditioning done. So here we go, back to less sweaty Scott in 3, 2, 1. Oh, respect the transition and the catch of peace. But yes, home workouts are still sort of going, I guess. Not ideal, but look at this. This is what happens when your parents are quarantined. Cut the whole bush today. That's actually a good workout, guys.
18,000 so far.
18,000 steps. Mums is charging, but yes, you can still keep active, cutting your bush. And guys, it is a very, very sad time. Look at this. The car actually isn't starting, even with the battery pack. So you already know what to do. Click the first link down below, donate to the van fund, because I really do actually need it at this stage, but hopefully I'll be able to get to Aldi and continue this video. Yes, people! Seriously, you know what to do. But shout out to Papa Murray, we actually had to get the proper jump leads out. So yes, this car is slowly dying, but nonetheless, let's get back to the video. And to be honest, it's sort of annoying. I do have like 2 whopper videos already done, but 1, they're not edited, and 2, with all this going on, you know, they're not really relevant. So we're gonna save that for hopefully next week when everything gets back normalized. But yes, full 24 hours of frozen food. So the goal is to hit, not my macros, we're probably not gonna hit those, calories and protein. So 4,500 calories and roughly about 200 to 210 grams of protein. So yes, we're at the motherland numero 3, Aldi or whatever. So the goal is going to be to pick up my first 2 meals here, frozen of course, and then when we're banging out the steps later on in Lidl, I'll pick up my dinner. Ooh, look at my hair. And queue wise, it isn't too bad at all. Look, they do even have the stickers on the floor as well, all the way back there. So safety precautions in full effect. So yeah, when it comes to frozen versus fresh, there is like a misconception, especially for fruits and veggies, that when you freeze something, that it just like loses all of its nutritional value. But that's sort of a common misconception, okay? You know, I know it might be like, oh, well, processed foods are bad for you, so the less processed it is, the better. But that's not always the case, okay? And you have to remember, this like goes all the way down the food chain, okay? The nutritional value of foods depends on literally, especially fruits and vegetables, like the soil is grown in, the climate, the post-harvest and the harvest conditions, you know, the treatment and all of that, not just the processing. Anyway, here we go, the freezer aisle, and this one is a big one. That's why I came to Aldi. And there's quite a lot of stock. Most people aren't buying frozen stuff during this whole crisis. So yes, this is gonna be interesting. So we have fish, like breaded fish or like normal fish over there. More breaded fish, fish fingers. And then of course there should be, yeah, fish fingers and potatoes. That could be a good one. And while you're watching this, comment below, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Do you buy fresh or do you buy frozen? I don't know. Personally, I buy probably more fresh, but there are some things I buy like frozen. But look what I have spotted, guys. I didn't think there'd be something like this. We have jacket potatoes. I was wondering if there'd be anything that is just pure carbohydrates. There you go, per potato. Literally like no fat and 33 grams of carbs. So that is going to be my carb source. And then I am really tempted by the fish fingers, guys. It's been ages that I've had them, but I did have a look at the macros. Protein wise, they are pretty poor. For 3 fish fingers, 10 grams of protein. So I can have like 6 or even 9. I guess the calories allowed for it, that would give me to like 25 grams of protein. And then micro wise, we do still need to get veggies. So my favorite one is broccoli or cauliflower. But we will go for cauliflower. And there we go, people. The goods have been acquired. So yeah, honestly, protein is going to be a bit of a struggle. But here we go. Meal numero uno. Ah, thank you very much. Whoa. Where's the cauliflower? Oh, yes, my bad. Here we go. We left them on the counter. So here we go. Ah, perfect. Here we go. Meal numero uno. Okay, so for the fish fingers, we got 6 of them. We're going to put those in the oven, and I was going to do the same for the potatoes. We're going for 3 of the potatoes, but it says it's going to take 45 to 55 minutes. Ain't nobody got time for that. So we put them in this microwavable dish. It says it's only going to take like 7 minutes in that, and then we're just going to do the same for some cauliflower, like half the packet. So we'll get the potatoes ready to go in the microwave. They'll probably go on last. And then this tray is far too big for 6 fish fingers, but we have preheated the oven. They can go roughly in the middle, like so. And then you know the deal! Bish bash bosh, family. Oh my god, this has come out very well. These potatoes look amazing. But of course, a potato isn't fully complete without some beautiful catsup. And yes, this is bringing me back to my childhood, especially the smell of the fish fingers. But seeing as I am about value, I did do a bit of research on fresh versus frozen food. So there is a study out there by Lee 2017 that compared fresh, frozen and frozen. So yeah, fresh frozen is like any fresh fruit that was then sort of frozen after like 5 days of refrigeration. So as you can see in the graph, results actually varied between the different food sources. So for example, beta carotene, broccoli, green beans and spinach had significantly more when fresh versus frozen, but on the other hand, corn and green peas had more when frozen, with other things like strawberries pretty much having the same in both conditions. And it isn't just the food that impacts the difference, but the micro as well. So taking ascorbic acid, for example, where the green beans and the broccoli, which had more beta carotene when fresh, showed to have less ascorbic acid when fresh than when frozen. Okay, and finally for folate, again, you can pause if you want, but you can see that there are some better frozen, some better fresh, and then some that are just the same. So yes, overall it does sort of vary. It's not really conclusive as to whether freezing really messes up the nutritional value of certain foods. Anyway, macro wise, I'll probably do everything tomorrow just to add it all up for you, but that is frozen meal numero uno. And here we go, Casper the Ghost checking in the hermit room. You know, normally I would take you on a trip somewhere, but I am trying to take this whole social distancing thing a little bit more seriously, apart from going to like grocery stores and stuff. And of course, all of my clients literally need like home workouts. So yeah, if you need a coach during this time, even just support wise, you know, the amount of emails I get every single day saying, Scott, how can I cope with this? Or, you know, what should I do? You know, it really is valuable to have a coach there beside you to help you along the way. So yes, the next thing to do, seeing as this is a full day of eating, is to have the next meal. So you know what, Scott! Jesus, keep it down, Scott. What do you want? I already got you your first meal. I'm leaving Aldi now. I need to get home. I'm sorry, but seeing as I am cooped up here, can you pick me up the next meal? I'm thinking some meat, seeing as we had those fish fingers in the last one. So yeah, what options do they have? Okay, so they have chicken goujons, they have like sausages, then up here they have quarter pounders, more chicken goujons, like lamb steaks. So yeah, take your pick, Scott. Whoa, goujons are quarter pound. What are the macros on the quarter pounders? Okay, one sec, let me just check. I presume they'll be high enough. I don't know, there we go. Nutritional value per burger, 19 grams of protein. Oh yeah, okay, I'm liking that idea. Like 2 or 3 of those, easily like 40 to 60 grams of protein, no? Yes, that would definitely be enough to hit the leucine threshold and stimulate muscle protein synthesis. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate this. Otherwise, I would literally have to go back and just buy everything myself. So yeah, thank you. No problem at all. My absolute pleasure. So yeah, I will see you at home. Whoa. Come on, Scott. You know me better than that. Oh, yes. Of course. You're gonna need more carbohydrates, I guess. So yeah, what do you want? I presume there's no burger buns that are frozen, because that would be perfect. So yeah, what do they have? Well, you've seen potatoes are definitely a favorite. So potato waffles. Then you have chips, roast potatoes, potato wedges over there, then curly fries, more straight cut chips, but you might be interested in these, Yorkshire puddings. Oh my god, yeah, literally haven't had those for ages, bringing me all the way back to my fat kid days. So yeah, what are the macros per pudding? Well, to be honest, they're actually pretty good. Per pudding, you're talking only like 1.7 grams of fat and 7 grams of carbs. Perfect, that with my leftover potato, and I think we have a meal, so go for it. No problem at all. There we go, a nice juicy 12 pack for you. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go, perfect. Thank you very much once again, Scott. So we have the 2 ingredients. Thank you very much, and here we go, the next meal. Burgers, potatoes and Yorkshire pudding. Okay, so here we go. We're going for 8 of the Yorkshire puddings. They're apparently ready in 4 minutes. Then we have the 1 leftover jacket potato, and then we're gonna go for 3 quarter pounders. Again, these couldn't look more processed. I don't know, they could be pretty good. So again, deja vu, the potato did literally take like 6 minutes, so that can go on last. Then as far as the burgers go, we're gonna put them in the griddle. So 3 of those, they should cook up in like 15 minutes. And then for the Yorkshire pudding, we have preheated the oven, but if they only take 4 minutes, then they'll probably go in with the potatoes. So we're gonna get cooking these, and you know the deal. Yes, people, and ignore the presentation. I know this could come across very, very rude, but you know what's missing? Of course, some more catsup, this time for the burgers. Perfetto. And if you haven't copped on already, we did add the second half of the cauliflower to the meal because hashtag micronutrients, hashtag health. So yeah, another whopper meal. But while I'm here, I want to go back to the Lee paper because they do come up with some good conclusions, okay? So the take-home message by them was that in the majority of comparisons between nutrients, the findings showed no significant differences in vitamin C contents, and that in the case of any significant differences, frozen produce outperformed fresh stored more frequently than fresh stored outperformed frozen, okay? And they do even have some take-home highlights, 2 of which are actually very important to note, where they say that the consumer's assumption that fresh produce has more nutritional value than frozen is incorrect, and that in some situations frozen produce is more nutritious than its 5-day fresh stored counterpart. So yes, frozen fruits and veggies, or probably any frozen food, as long as it's not literally like your packeted like rice curry meals, you know, those are clearly not good options. But when it comes to like fruits and vegetables, to say that you're not going to eat them because they're frozen and instead go for like a curry rice meal is just stupid, guys. Anyway, that is frozen meal number 2, and realistically it's all cold now because that clip took forever to make. So yeah, we're going to heat it back up, get cracking back into work, and hit you back up at meal number 3. And here we go, it has turned into a rather crisp evening. We're at Lidl, and yeah, my steps are through the roof with all my 10k runs, but nonetheless, I've been looking forward to this because today I'm gonna treat myself. We're not going into the motherland, we are going into Super Value. And yes, as you can see, there is very little bread, but we're not here for bread. We're here for something good. It's been a while since we had this. That's right, people, a proper pizza, not a homemade one. You know I like to save a lot of calories for my last meal, and where is it? Yes, this one here. I've had my eye on it. Macros per half a pizza, like pretty much 700 calories, so 1,500 calories. In terms of protein, it's like 64 grams of protein. And then for the macro capper, I do have a plan, but I might just scope out something if I can actually add anything else to that plan. I don't know. Santa reindeer ice cream. And to be honest, apart from fruits and vegetables, eating frozen, or like the frozen variety, is very, very poor. I mean, it's practically all junk food. I mean, I've just been eating junk all day with like cauliflower. And look at this family. When it comes to cereal, you can clearly tell what people like to stock up on during the quarantine. Kellogg's Crunchy Nut cornflakes, of course. But we do have white chocolate cocoa pops, $4.45. Anyway, that's gonna be the dinner pickup, and I am gonna adapt it a little bit to help me hit my protein, but here we go, you know the deal. Yes, people, there we go. But before we do, the parents have just finished their dinner, and Papa Mori, look at his creation. Open it up. What is that?
Molto buono.
Famiglia italiana. Cos'è questo?
Risotto di mare.
Risotto di mare.
Ottimo.
Oh, fish risotto. And then Mom, where are you? Hello.
She's gone.
Look what she has done. Here, she has baked up some whole soda bread, like what, wholemeal flour. It actually came out pretty good. Anyway, that's gonna be my dinner. What do you think of my pizza?
It looks good, fella.
And then I said I was gonna adapt it, so here we go. In the outside freezer, I hope it should be here. Yes, we have some frozen chicken breasts from Lidl. So yeah, the plan of action is I'm gonna like defrost 1 or 2. These aren't that big, maybe like 2 of those, slice it on there. So here we go, Dad, give us a transition, and hopefully by the end of it there'll be a pizza. Transition, hit the screen. Yes, people, oh baby, look at that bad boy. It has come out beautifully, Famiglia Italiana. So you already know, we slide it onto our dish like so, and we let YouTube do all the slicing for us. Oh my god, guys, this looks so good. I'm not gonna let this go cold. I actually want to enjoy this. 8 majestic slices, frozen meal number 3 of the day. We have to give you a taste test before we go. Here we go. Oh baby. Oh my god. You know what? Let's see if this works, okay? If you're on the Stairmaster or on the treadmill, I want you to open your mouth and let's enjoy this together. Here we go. Open it, open it. And there we go, that's another session in the books. And honestly, today motivation was not there. The body is sore, but we still got it done. And I was gonna conclude the video here, but I have just walked into this. Mama Murray trying out some... What the fuck?
It looked good on the YouTube
What's it
video.
supposed to be?
I don't know. Sunflowers.
Do you see any sunflowers there?
There's a squashed egg.
Okay, Mom, hit the camera for me. Okay, people, so before we conclude the video, let's go over the macro capper. Frozen, of course. So we went for salted caramel Breyers and a whole nice little tub of frozen strawberries and then rice cakes. Look, okay, I needed carbs, or I wanted carbs, and the rice cakes were caramel, the ice cream was caramel. It fitted perfectly, so just use your imagination, okay? So that was the full day of eating frozen food. And in terms of macros, we did pretty well. 248 grams of protein. I was definitely not expecting to get that high. Then 503 grams of carbs and then 159 grams of fat. That's way more than normal, but overall calories were sort of in check. 4,435, and then we burned like 4,470 calories or something. So yeah, bang on. But that is the end of the video. And again, let me know if you want me to upload the content that I have recorded, or if I should just sort of wait that until things die down, because this thing is literally just driving everyone nuts. And yeah, I can easily just sort of record filler content in the meantime until we can get back on track. But anyway, that is the end of the video. Hope you all have a good day. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and see you all in the next video.